Hey guys, welcome to Beyond the Horror, episode 10. We are covering the finale of American Horror Story Apocalypse. And with me tonight is the awesome Miss Kitty. Okay, yes, there you go. And then, of course, our amazing Kenny.
Hello.
There's our Kenny. All right, so let's talk about the finale. I guess the first thing we have to talk about is that it was not directed by Evan Peters. So many people even tried to correct me in the comments of the episode review that it was directed by Evan, but it wasn't. So weren't we supposed to get an episode directed by Evan this season?
I thought we were supposed to get a lot of things this season.
No slant, to the actual show. But yeah, that one wasn't directed by Evan at all. Matter of fact, I was going to check out who it was directed by. So let me go on ahead and give out a $10 gift card. How about to Emily Marie? Emily, it's a $10 Amazon gift card. All I need is your email address. You can send it to MaryGirl Moody at gmail.com. It's in the comments. Just send me your email address. It doesn't matter where you live, and I will send it out. And I'm going to start sending everything out tonight, guys. I got a lot of the books, the DVDs ready to go. So I'll be giving out more gift cards, and I'll also be giving out the mystery packages. So huge snaps to Emily Marie. All right, so Kenny, let's start with you and your thoughts on the finale. Just be shady as much as you want. It's totally fine. We need to know the truth from you, Kenny. What did you feel?
Okay. So I'm gonna try to be nice, and then I'm gonna go shady. I'll give them points.
Okay.
I appreciated the fact that they brought in Jessica, regardless of if it was for 2 minutes, and arguably did we need her or did we not, whatever. But that was a nice addition. And of course, Angela Bassett. And what else did I like about the episode? Cordelia's sacrifice. That was a nice little scene. Because we all knew that was going to happen and, whatever. But I can't think of any other good part besides... the rest was just nonsense. I knew they were going to go back in time. And I sort of hoped it would be... I guess, I don't know. I knew if they were going to go back in time, some things that happened earlier in the season weren't going to, happen, like the return to Murder House and Moira's happy ending that she deserved.
Yeah.
And they're just going to say that didn't happen. I'm just like, why would they even do that in the first place? Give her a happy ending and then just take it away. It seems to me like if they knew they were going to that wasn't going to be actually happening, they wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be Constance wants to get rid of Moira so she could, how about it's just she spills the beans and she doesn't need some sort of, you know what I mean? That was just stupid. Why would you guys tease us with that? And then I guess Madison's, throughout the whole season, she changed, and all that's now she's, it didn't happen. She's still in hell, arguably still a bitch. She's going to be, I guess they're going to let her sweat it out. She's going to be released and she'll probably be a bitch and get killed again. So it's her whole character, just all this progression and becoming good, that never happened. Timothy and Emily, they just basically said, oh, well, they're just, plan B and they're going to birth the Antichrist. They don't say why or how. It's just, that's their excuse.
For the Antichrist.
Yeah, like what the heck? Like you could have at least gave us a good reason. Like they could have done anything besides the Antichrist and just said, "Oh, they have perfect DNA for whatever this and like
And
genes
Timothy and
and."
Emily seemed so nice when they met each other. She didn't seem like a bitch. He didn't seem like a dick. So it kind
And
of
people argue, well, that's why they birthed the Antichrist, because Adam and Eve and this and stuff. But like they didn't explain that though. Like that's just one of those things where we have to decide. And I'm like, that shouldn't be the case. Like that's just stupid. Like throughout the first 3 episodes, they were, it was the end of the world, and all they could care about was getting it on. That pissed me off. I just feel like they made their characters sort of important because they knew that if they didn't answer the questions like their DNA and all that stuff, people would be questioning them and mad, so they just threw that little bit in, like, oh, they're just plan B and it's gonna start out. And why the fuck did Mallory not tell Cordelia what happened so they could prevent another Antichrist situation? I guess she didn't tell her what happened and that she really met Myrtle and they were in the future and this and that. Like, Mallory, did she tell? Did she not? Like, and it's like the reason they like, don't get me wrong, I like Misty as a character, even though that was pretty bitchy. She went off with Stevie and they were gallivanting when her girlfriend was, the whole coven was getting murdered and Misty was just gone. But anyways, like they brought her back literally just for like the fans, and I'm not mad at that, but it's like, oh, like it's just it wasn't. It's like they did some stupid shit, but then they tried to distract us with stuff that the fans wanted, like Marie Laveau's return and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they tried to mask over the stuff that they just sloppily put together. And I'm not trying to be rude by saying this, but do we have a new writer this season?
I did notice a couple of the writers were some that I had never heard before, because I usually include in my reviews who wrote and directed the episode. And I did notice a couple of new people in this season. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, it didn't seem. Oh, how do I word it? Just it wasn't the same writing as like maybe Coven, Asylum, Hotel. Like it wasn't. It was just some. It was just sloppy in ways. Like, okay, Ryan said on Twitter, we were going to see Scathach again. Well, this would be the perfect season since it's witches and end of the world, and she's one of the most powerful witches. Like, I was just thinking perhaps it would be this season. And also, Evan said on Twitter that something about I'm Frank and Kyle and this and that, and we don't even see him. We get some coconut head. Like,
and we don't even
don't
get an explanation even.
Yeah, we didn't even get like anything at this point. Like I was, because once episode 9 happened, I'm like, okay. As for Kyle and Spalding and that baby of Marie's that they had up in the attic, I said I don't even want to see them. And just any sort of explanation, like, okay, Kyle's in college, he's off, he's doing this, he's anything would have been good. But they gave us nothing, and that's really kind of stupid because if you go back to Coven, almost all of Zoe's storyline, and she was a main, was Kyle. Like he was, granted that wasn't Evan's best role in Coven, he was still a major part. And they just completely like disregarded him, threw him in the trash, threw his character in the trash, which makes me think that they probably, since Evan was on Twitter and said, Frank and Kyle, this and that, making it obviously seem like he was gonna return as him. I feel like either something happened in scheduling or whatever, but like, again, by episode 10, I wanted at least an explanation of where he was, because realistically, if you watch Coven and watch episode 9 where they're shooting up the place, I was like, where's Kyle? Why is he not dodging in front of Zoe? Why is he not with? He could have at least been with the guys in the SUVs and the security team. Like, where was he? I don't know.
Welcome, Melissa. It's so great to have you. I just had to say that very quickly because she had joined the stream. It's so great to have you, girl.
Hi, guys.
All right.
I don't know. I'm gonna need somebody else to take it while I gather my thoughts. I don't want to get shady. Or too shady.
Katie, let's move on to you because Melinda, we're talking about thoughts regarding the finale episode. So let's move on to Kitty. And Kitty, what are your thoughts regarding the finale?
It was like 20 people. This whole season was like 20 people got let out on a day pass from the nut hatchery, and they all decided to write a little bit.
And they wrote episodes of American Horror Story.
Pretty much.
You know, and I have to say, it did seem like it was very fan appeasing this season, and I've never really known the show to do that. I mean, sure, they kind of care what the fans think and want, but it just seemed like that's all they did this season, and it really was annoying. Yes, I get it. Melinda, you want to take it over and give us your thoughts regarding the finale?
Sure. Well, I was slightly disappointed. I was happy that they answered some questions because they did answer some stuff. I just feel like, I don't know, I think that they were trying to cram too much in to too short of a period. I think had we had maybe 13 episodes, even 12 episodes, maybe it would have turned out a little bit better. But I think that they just crammed too much into too short of a period. They really did. Mm-hmm. And they dropped the ball on this one for that. I think knowing that it was going to be this big, it was fan service, yes. But knowing that it was going to be fan service, because everybody knew this was going to be the Murder House Coven crossover that everybody was waiting for. So why wouldn't you then decide, let's do, hell, even 11 episodes, just one more.
Exactly. Something for the fans, something. They should have given us more episodes rather than Tate and Violet reunited.
Episode 8 could have been trashed completely.
Yeah, true. Because, I loved Behold with Madison. They should go and ghost hunt houses together. That should be their own show. I would watch the shit out of that. They made a great duo. Thank you so much, Emily Marie, for your sweet comment, and congratulations for winning. We're going to move on to the next contest here in a moment. I just don't. That was, for me, one of the best parts about the actual season was Behold and Madison together, and Behold's facial gestures when certain things happened. It was just, he was fantastic. I'm so glad that he was part of the season.
Can I say something about Behold and Madison without anybody taking it wrong?
Oh, of course. We understand.
Okay, I'm sorry, but Madison was the absolute, and please don't crucify me, was the absolute best fag hag since Will and Grace.
You know what? I agree. I totally agree.
I love how you described her.
No, she's dead on though. And I bet you there's plenty that would agree.
Absolutely. But, she did at least have some sort of character evolution this season. Usually she's
took it away, but they took it away.
Yeah.
They took it all away. My only hope to that is the fact that her whole character arc happened because she went back to hell. Because when her and Behold went to Murder House, she said, because when they were talking about getting out of there, and she's like, trust me, we're in LA, I would be calling my coke dealer right now. She said, I got a third chance at life. I'm not going to blow this. So maybe she still will when they go, because Mallory said she knows where Madison is. She knows she's in hell. She's going to get her eventually. So maybe she'll still have that change of heart when she comes out of hell. But we don't know because she's not going to go through what she went through.
Yeah.
So, but I don't like that because I loved seeing Madison change the way she did. It was so wonderful to see her character arc the way it did. And now it's all gone.
Well, I'm going to have you guys probably then, what we'll do is we'll talk about one of your favorite characters this season. Let me go on ahead and give away a mystery book prize package right now. So the rules on the mystery prize book package, guys, is that you got to be okay with giving me the address where I can send you the books to. And yeah, that's it. So what we're going to do is go on ahead and comment right now. I want one. And what I'm going to do is give you everybody a full minute to comment. I want one. And then I'm just going to randomly pick somebody. Or Kenny, maybe would you mind doing me a favor and picking somebody random from the comments when the time is over?
Yes, I'll do that.
Ah, thank you so much, Kenny. Okay, so, all right, so yeah, we have people starting to comment. We will let them, oh, and Kitty, I'm so glad that you entered in there as well. If you guys want to enter those contests, please.
Oh, I forgot. Dang it.
Oh, no, I'll give you a few extra seconds then. Because
I'm going to close it and get the other one open.
I give a little more to my lover, to the people who I love most.
It was echoing, so I had to pause it.
That's what I did. I was like, why the hell can't I shut this up? I'm hearing everything in feedback, and they're going to be able to hear it.
Yesterday, it wasn't doing that.
So now I have it paused on the beautiful face of Melinda.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
nice.
I've got mine paused on Kitty now.
I just adore Kitty's Halloween costume as Harley Quinn. I just love it. Every time I see
her, I love it.
God, she that suit.
Mary?
Yes.
That's not a Halloween costume.
Oh, I thought it was. That's my bad.
Oh, hell no. That is like me any day. I am a total freaking...
Yes.
Right on.
I cosplay when I'm going to the damn grocery store to pick up some milk.
Yes!
I wish you lived closer. We could go get drinks and then go grocery shopping.
I live in a small town in the conservative South, and I'm like, yes, look at all this shit.
Right on. Kenny, would you mind doing me a favor and picking somebody randomly from the comments for me so I can send them a book mystery package?
All right. Michael Wright.
Okay, let's see. Yep, got him down right now. All right, Michael Mullins Wright. Thank you so much. We're doing him with the book prize pack. Excellent. And congratulations so much to Michael. I hear squeals in the back. Kitty was probably like, pick me, Kitty.
No,
Sorry.
I said abstinence house. Oh my God. And just started laughing.
Oh, I see in the comments.
Oh, you got Freak Show behind you.
Oh yeah, I was going to prove a point when we talked tonight, so I was trying to watch because I've been rewatching all the seasons anyway, and I'm on Freak Show right now because I'm watching them in a special order, yeah, so I was trying to watch the second to last episode to find a certain point to prove a point tonight. So, but I couldn't find it. So,
you know,
can I ask a question real quick? Does anybody remember Freak Show pretty well?
Yes.
Like the last episode or last two episodes?
Yes.
Okay, so when Bet and Dot go to marry Dandy, do they don't go through with the marriage, right? They don't.
I thought they did.
I thought they did too.
Okay, so there's never a divorce, right? Because don't they marry Jimmy?
I thought he died and they got all their money, and that's what happened.
That's what I thought. That's what I was trying to figure out because I want to prove a point real quick. Well, should I wait until we talk theories?
Well, I think that they didn't get married. I thought that Bet and Dot said that they were kind of all there at the wedding ceremony and they said that they would never marry Dandy.
See, that's what I can't remember. I can't remember if they like walked away from it or if they did actually go through with it, because that's what I need to know. I need to know because we know that Dandy died, so I need to know if Bet and Dot were the sole heirs to his money.
Say in the comments that they did take their vows and they were married.
So they.
Oh, I love it, Debbie, Ebby to Bebby.
To the Mott fortune.
No divorce. He's dead as fuck.
I guess.
I just need to know if Bet and Dot are the sole heirs to the Mott fortune.
I thought that's what happened. Like
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's just what I need to know for my theory. We'll talk about later.
Okay. All right. Well, no problem. So yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good finale. I mean, it was an okay season. I kind of want to go back and watch it. I've been watching the past seasons because I've been trying to get the round stairs video wrapped up, and I've just been getting my video footage. And then I go back and then I realize, in Cult, there was absolutely no round stairs, neither in Murder House.
So I don't think there was.
And then there was just like Asylum and Roanoke. And I'm thinking, shit, how was it when I watched the seasons before American Horror Story season 8? I thought to myself, there's round stairs everywhere. So I have been sitting on this video for a while. Now I don't see any. And I just feel so frustrated because I was going to put that video out and now I can't find any. Anyway, I'm going to do Marie Laveau synced to Eye of the Tiger.
Nice.
I got it.
Okay, can I say this real quick since I thought of the staircase?
Yeah, please.
Okay, you guys remember the staircase that, the house in, season 3 staircase?
Yes.
And then we're in Apocalypse and it's like different. Like they've got like some little closet. Is that because there's a lot of people there and they needed more space? Or they never or is it because they aren't shooting at the same location? Like the staircase was different.
Yeah, it was.
Was that a silly mistake or was that like intentional?
I never noticed that, Kenny. The staircase in Apocalypse was different.
Yeah, at the Coven House. It had because in season 3, like to the left and right of it, there was no.
They had to reshoot. They could not reshoot inside the actual location, so they built the inside. And yes, some of the layout was completely different than what it was in Coven. So it was the same exterior, but not the same interior. So that was a good catch. Yes, they were different.
Also at the Coven House, even in season 3, we only had 1 or 2 scenes of them actually on the balcony or the porch. I'm like, It's so beautiful. Why were they not shooting out there?
Yeah,
I thought somebody was going to get thrown off of it. When I was first watched Coven.
Yeah, because when you watched Coven, I think the only time I even remember them being on the balcony is when the girls were gawking at the new neighbor boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new neighbors moving in, yes.
I don't know. That's just silly, but I thought of that.
I know a lot of viewers that have, so I don't know if y'all have, but yeah, it certainly would make sense that they would shoot outside. Perhaps it was too noisy.
Oh, maybe. Because they were in Louisiana, right?
Yes, Nolans. Ironically, I've been to New Orleans. At that time, American Horror Story hadn't shot and premiered. I think I was in New Orleans 2005 or something like that. So I never thought to.
Okay, and speaking of Dandy, if you guys go back to one of the Beyond the Horrors, I think it was episode 1 or 2. I saw a picture on Reddit of what's his name who plays Dandy? I forgot. Finn.
Yeah,
Finn Whitrock. He was dressed as Dandy. I don't know if it was some sort of convention or whatever, and he was photoed with the little girl who played the psycho killer in Asylum. The little girl, I think her name was
yeah.
I'm like, what is their connection? Were they at a convention and just conveniently got a picture, or was that supposed to be some teaser? I didn't understand what that was all about.
Yeah, maybe it was just because they were both AHS characters or something.
Yeah.
And they said something about the caption said something about working together, or it said something. I'm like, what the heck? What is this? I mean, obviously the girl had aged, the little girl, but she was still in the pigtail get up. Maybe they were at a convention or something, but I'm like, that's a little weird. Working together.
I want to go on ahead real quick, guys, and give out a $10 gift card real quick. And I'm just going to randomly pick out a viewer. So I'm just going to pick Pat Shindy. Excuse me. So Pat Shindy, you won a $10 Amazon gift card for you to go shopping. And snaps. What the hell? I'll make it 15. So let's do a $15 gift card to you, Patch, and let snaps to you. Everybody show Patch some love in the comments. And Patch, all you got to do to claim your prize is send me a valid email address to marygirlmoody@gmail.com. I'm putting it into the comments right now. And congratulations to you. And I'll be giving away another gift card ever so often, of course, to you guys as well. So let me record this. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on to theories. I mean, I think this is a great time. Let's dedicate some great time to the theories. You know, in my opinion, that's what I was hoping for. So let's talk about some theories over there, Melinda. Let's go for it.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about like favorite character and crap.
So now, I have done some timeline stuff, and okay, now I wanted to kind of touch on something, and I think Kenny mentioned it yesterday, but I came in late, about Queenie with Mallory saving Queenie and not sending her to the hotel. Now Ramona doesn't drink her blood now, so she's probably going to die because from the infected children, and the Countess doesn't stay to make love to her, and she probably escapes before John kills her. So that would make her maybe one of the few AHS antagonists to get a happy ending.
Literally.
Because she escapes. So maybe the one.
Yeah, and also John didn't complete the Ten Commandment killer. Yeah.
Right. So what happens with that?
Ooh.
But everybody was all, twisted about, well, what's going to happen with Hotel if Apocalypse happens? Well, now we know because the apocalypse never happened. Well, not at 20. Stop it. Sorry, my dog's looking at me.
It's okay. Mine does the same.
Damn it. But now we know, okay, so Hotel still happened in 2022 because the apocalypse didn't happen then. We just know it's going to happen later. But on to my theory. So my theory has to do with Timothy and Emily, because I knew there was going to be, from the beginning, I knew there was going to be something with those two because they stopped talking about them and they kind of left it alone. I'm like, okay, we're not talking about Timothy and Emily. And everybody was like, are these just characters that it's like the writers weren't thinking about? It doesn't matter anymore. I'm like, no. There has to be something more to them. And as soon as I saw them in Outpost 3, when they started, they were talking about no copulation and everything else, I'm like, oh no. Why can't they have sex? And the first thing I thought when I saw that girl and I saw that boy was, I was like, oh my God, these look like Kit's children. Now, I understand time-wise and everything. Everybody's going to get on me. So before all of you people start in the comments, I know these are not Kit's children. Do not start jumping down my throat. Kit's children were Julia and Thomas, and they were children in the 70s. So these very well, and we know based off of Asylum, what they told us, they grew up and went off to Johns Hopkins and Harvard. So we know that that's not them. Now, Timothy eventually gets accepted into UCLA. Now, did anybody catch the Easter egg that the CC in the email said something about Pepper?
Yes, Debbie Ebby caught that, and she sent it to us that day. Yes.
So now I thought that was cute. That's just fan service. That doesn't mean anything, obviously, but that gives us an Asylum connection. Okay. Yeah. So that's an Easter egg, I think, to kind of tell us, hint, here is some kind of connection to Timothy for Asylum. So now with Timothy, we found out when the cooperative came in and took him, and we found out because of his 23andMe or his Ancestry. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Ancestry or whatever. But yeah, his DNA thing that he did that now I wanted to do and I'm scared as hell to do. But we found out, his DNA is superb and perfect or superior or something's really special about it. But now Emily, we never found that out. Just Timothy is the one who told her there might be something special about her DNA. Nobody else ever told her that. He assumed that. So we still don't know if her DNA is special. He just assumed it.
Exactly.
So we have no idea what is up with her DNA. So everybody's like, How did they create the Antichrist baby? We don't know what her DNA is about. So we very well may find out something later about her DNA. Okay. But I really feel like there's going to be some Kit connection here, because at the end of Asylum, the aliens took Kit before he died. And if we remember, all throughout Asylum, with Grace, Alma, the kids, everything, they kept saying that it wasn't them. The aliens weren't there for them. They were there for Kit. Kit was the one who was special. That was the one they wanted. That was the one they kept taking, his fluids and making the babies and making everything, was him. That's why they took him at the end. So maybe we don't know what happened to him, where he's at, what they did with him. Maybe they kept him. They're experimenting with him. Maybe they're using his DNA to continually make more people or make superior beings or something. But so if that's the case, now my roundabout theory, now what I was telling you before, how they're going to tie this all in. Oh, and okay, this is really going to throw people off, and I could be wrong about this, but this is just my twisted, freakish mind with the Emily and Timothy thing. Now, everybody's like, even if they're children and they're aliens, how are they, how are aliens making, if it's supposed to be spirit and human that make the Antichrist, from what Billy Dean Howard told us. I'm sure they'll find some way to explain that. Maybe Billy Dean Howard will pop back in or something. I don't know, but they'll find a way to explain it to us. But I thought it was interesting, because if they were, the whole time when there was no copulation and they started kissing and then they finally had sex in the outpost before we knew anything else, my first thing, I'm screaming at my TV. I'm like, no, because I was thinking you could be related. You could be Kit's children. You could be offspring made later from maybe Kit's children or something else. But I'm thinking right there, incest. And if it was incest, don't you think the devil would love that, and that would make an Antichrist? Something like that.
Awesome.
I totally am on that. I am on board with that.
Yeah.
But what I think is going to happen overall now, in my wild fill it all in theory, season 8 kind of through, like we said, we saw some seasons together. We know 1 and 3 were there. So 1, 3, and 8 were together. They did tie a little bit of 5 in there because of Queenie and everything. So 1, 3, 5, and 8 were all together. I don't think 7 was in there really, because I think 8 was supposed to be a continuation of 7. Like, this is what happened to our world. Now look what we've done with it, kind of, because it was so real and political.
Right.
So I think what 9 is going to be, I think they are going to connect 2, 4, 6, and 8 into 9, and then they're going to wrap it all up into a bow for 10.
Nice.
And the reason I think that, I think Asylum, Freak Show, and Roanoke all connect together. If you look at it, can connect to Apocalypse, because Asylum, that's where Kit comes from, and that's where, like I said, I think that this DNA thing with Emily and Timothy comes from. Now, we can tie that in with them, this Antichrist thing. Now, we know that we can tie, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought a little bit. We can tie 2 into 4, we know, with Pepper, Mary Eunice, Dr. Arden. We know all the ways that 2 and 4 tie together. Now, that's why I was asking about Bet and Dot marrying Dandy, because I'm right at the end. I'm finishing Freak Show right now, so I couldn't remember if they did do that or not. So now, if they did marry him and they're the sole heirs, we know how, I remember vaguely how Freak Show ends with, sorry, my husband hasn't seen it and we're watching it together. I don't want to spoil it, and he just walked by. But so we know how it ends, the Jimmy sitting with the twins. I'm just going to say that. But now, if they are the sole heirs, 4 connects to 6 because of Edward Philip Mott. is the owner and creator of the house. So that meant when Dandy died, he was the sole owner of the Roanoke house. So that's why they sold it, and the Polks tried to buy it because it was sitting there unbought for so long. So that connects to that. That's how they're going to bring Scathach in for season 9, because they're going to connect her in. So I told you, you're going to get your Scathach back.
Yeah, I hope so.
They're going to bring Mallory in, or the witches or something. Somehow they'll bring something in with the witches, but they'll connect, because Mallory, they said her bloodline goes back to Salem. So they're going to somehow have to explain to us where that came from and Mallory's powers or something, because they're going to tell us more about these characters, because they're going to wrap this all together somehow once they get to 10. And they're going to tell us how everything is connected in this anthology, finally, in 10. That's what 10's going to do. So they're slowly trying to do it right now. So I'm finding all these connections, and, you know, it's just like, and, you know, it makes sense. Just little things from 8 can connect to 2, 4, and 6.
Yeah.
So, oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, I don't want to take up any more time, because I wasn't sure if you saw Carlos's tweet today. I got Misty today.
Nice.
So, yeah. So everybody go check it out. Go check out Carlos GZZ03 on Twitter.
Debbie tagged us, or she tagged a couple of people in a tweet that she had sent to him, letting him know we were talking about his stuff. So yeah. All right, we'll go check that out. That looks awesome.
He's got a store too, so people can buy stuff, and he makes merchandise and stuff. So
that's awesome. All right, well, let's move on then with favorite character for the season. Kitty, let's start with you. What was your favorite character this season?
Like, I hate to say it, but I'm like, my default, even if I have like an absolute favorite, any character that, and I know you guys are gonna think I'm insane, but anybody obscure, if I don't have a Stevie Nicks visit.
Ah, yes.
Because my mom named me Rhiannon, so I popped out the chute being a Stevie Nicks fan.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I have no choice. But like this season, because I love obscure dumb shit, Venable was my favorite, because there was a serial killer that was actually a child killer in like maybe the 70s, whose last name was Venable, but it was spelled different.
Gotcha.
But I find weird, obscure, dumb shit all the time.
Badass. Kenny, who was your favorite character this season?
It's a toss-up between Coco and Madison.
Gotcha. Okay, why would you feel that Coco and Madison are at your level, so to speak? Your level of favoritism?
Well, I liked Madison's new and improved self, even though I don't know if I would have liked her better if she was working with Michael or not. I don't know, but I liked her either way. Madison and Coco was just hilarious.
Gotcha. What about you, Melinda? What was your favorite character this season?
Okay, well, so I have 2, kind of 3, but the one doesn't really count because I'm biased. So my number 1 favorite all-time character is Misty Day. Always, forever will be. I did my Misty hair today because I got my new picture today.
Love it.
But she didn't pop up a whole lot this season like we wanted her to. Even after she was resurrected, poor Misty just kind of gallivanted off with Stevie. But that's good for her. I'm happy for her. But, you know, so since she wasn't really in the season too much, I won't really count her as a character as much for this season. We just kind of got her resurrected, which was nice to see. So I'm going to say, if I have to pick like really I guess, main character for this season. I would have to say Mallory. And then second would be Coco, because I liked them together as a team, because they kind of go together. You know, they formed that best friendship really quickly, and right away, like, they were each other's guardians. Like, it was really great how they kind of took care of each other from the moment they met. So I really liked that. It was just showing the power of friendship right away.
I do love that. I gotta say my favorites this season too are Coco, Behold, and Myrtle.
Oh yeah, Behold. Oh,
she had the best one.
So hard.
What's up, Kenny? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even know if that was Kenny. I was looking at a comment James was writing. What did you say?
I just said it was so hard because I forgot. Yeah, Behold. I mean, God, that was an amazing character this season.
Yeah, I love the show. He definitely rocked the socks off. I wanted to say really quickly, James said something in the comments, and I thought was just hilarious. I can't find it, but he said something about, like, what if Michael really wasn't the Antichrist? What if he was a warlock with just this huge ego? I thought that was the most hilarious thing I ever read. What if he was just a warlock with a huge ego? I mean, obviously, it was confirmed that he was the Antichrist, but that is hilarious.
No, that was Ariel.
Ariel was the warlock.
Yeah, he was the warlock with the ego.
True. Who did you guys hate this season? I think Jeff and Mutt were the ones that I liked least. So I don't hate them. I just associated less with their character, and just every time they came on, I just wanted to scratch my nails against a chalkboard. Anybody that you guys did not like?
I started out liking Mead and then hated Mead because I got to see too much of Mead.
Miss Mead, okay. All right, so that's one low blow for, well, not a low blow, excuse me. That's one thumb down for Miss Mead. Kenny, you said Venable?
Yeah.
Okay. What about her did you not like necessarily?
Well, if I'm being honest, like, her as the character wasn't like that bad. It was just like, I was just hoping, I was like, okay, I'm done with her. I want to see Cordelia now, so just get off my screen, die, bitch. It was sort of like that type of thing.
Die already, bitch.
Pretty much.
Such a Madison line. I loved that, Kitty. You're like our Madison.
Yeah.
Okay, so did everybody get to say their least favorite? Okay.
I didn't like Ariel. And then I have to say it, and I hate to say this, I really started out loving him, and then I did not like him, and I don't even remember his name, and I'm so ashamed to say that. BD Wong. What was his name? Does anybody remember?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll go to episode review. No, I'm just kidding. Shit on a cracker.
I know, and he's one of my favorite actors in the world. Like, I love him. I've seen like every episode of SVU in the world, and he's, was on it for years.
Father of the Bride.
When I saw he was going to be on, I was like, oh my God, BD Wong. And then when he was at the piano, I was just like, oh. But as soon as he was like, we're going to kill all the female witches, ha ha ha, I was like, oh, I hate you now. Yeah. So character, I hate
Packer, says Debbie.
Actor, I love him.
Sarah, thank you, Sarah Tears. Yeah, Pennypacker. Baldwin Pennypacker.
Oh, Baldwin, that's what it was. Yes. So yeah, actor, I love him. Character, I hated him.
Oh man, Baldwin Pennypacker.
Pennypacker. Why do have such funny names except for Behold? His name was like Behold Chablis.
Yeah, it was
Ryan Murphy did that on purpose. He did. But yeah. John Henry, what was the rest of it?
Henry Thomas, John Henry. Maybe I'm thinking about something. But yeah, it was something simple like that for Cheyenne Jackson. Yeah.
It was goofy.
So let me go on ahead real quick and give out one last final mystery package. This will be for the DVDs. For this contest, guys, you have to be 17 or older, and you have to, of course, live in the United States and be comfortable with giving me the address to send them to. I have a vast DVD collection. This is only a small bit. And I have a bunch sitting right over there that I'm going to be sending out to you guys. So let's give one last person a mystery DVD package. So if you want one, start commenting it now that you would like one. And I'll give you guys a full minute. And then I will just pick one randomly from the comments. Kitty, maybe would you mind picking?
Oh, Dawn said it was John Henry Moore.
Oh, John Henry Moore. That's it. That's it. Okay. Absolutely.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you.
So yeah.
Oh, yeah. And thank you, Debbie. Bubbles McGee. We can't forget that one.
Bubbles McGee. Bubbles McGee. Yeah, I loved her. Yeah, Tales from the Crypt that they redid. So, yeah.
Yes, I love that they did that. That was, and a lot of people didn't like that. They said it was too campy. I love that they did that.
I hope that they do American Horror Story Summer Camp like we were talking about last night. That would be badass to have next year. All right, no worries you're not being greedy, Patch. No worries, you're good. Okay, let's go on ahead then, and let's just close it out in like 10 more seconds if you guys want a DVD mystery package. Like I said, you got to be U.S. resident, 17 or older, and of course, you got to be comfortable giving me the address so I can send it to it. So, all right, please go on ahead and, oh, who is that right there? That's it, the little...
Oh, that's Connor. He just wanted to say hi.
Hi,
he likes the phone.
So cute. Is that your youngest?
Yeah, he'll be.
So
that's the one I told you. His birthday is 2 days after yours. He'll be a year old on the 6th.
Oh, yeah, we're fellow Sagittarians. Nice.
Oh, thank you for telling me, because I haven't even looked up what his sign is. I had no idea.
Yeah, we're Sagittarius. We're
Sagittarius. Awesome. Okay, thank you.
All right, Kinky Kitty, would you let us know who the winner is of the DVD mystery pack, please?
Yeah, you actually asked me while I was starting to type, I want one, but then I was like, nah, whatever. Since
you're gonna pick it for yourself.
Since I screwed up last night and was going on the premise of I'm a fat girl and I like French fries.
I didn't know that's why you picked it.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
But since I am like, I love eclectic people and craziness, I was looking and it says, I don't want to get it wrong. I got to go back. I think it was, I want to say Chanel Oberlin because it said Chanel Oberlin wants one.
Yes.
Like they said themselves in the third person. And I was like, yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Chanel. I actually went to go click on Chanel, the same thing. I accidentally put her in a timeout. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. My screen is tilted. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that.
I just keep fucking shit up.
So, Chanel, I'm so sorry. That is my bad. Please don't be so upset.
Just tell him since you put her in a timeout, we let her win a prize.
There we go. Since it's my mistake, you won the DVD mystery prize back.
Is that why I can't find that comment?
Probably.
I see it right after your message was, oh, yeah, I deleted it? I did not mean to do that. I was just going to go to channel. See, this is why I don't mess with the comments. I'm so sorry. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, but just send me the address to your...
Mary, you need a moderator at home.
At gmail.com. Congratulations, Chanel. And it's cool, too, because I have Chanel right here. Scream Queens. Good to go. Hopefully, Chanel will come back in the comments. I will, if anything, let me see if I can find her channel. Because that's what I was trying to go to, was her channel. Darn it. Okay, go to channel. I'm just going to copy this person's channel. and put that too in my notes, so that way this is their channel, and in case something happens and they can't comment, I can at least send them a direct message to their channel. Again, Chanel, I'm so sorry. All right, so we have right here Chanel Oberlin. Yeah, I know that's obviously a pseudonym, so let me put that Control V and copy for their channel. Okay, cool. So I got it. All right. All right, so congratulations. All right, so as far as the season goes, guys, what would you give this season?
Like an overall score?
Right, like from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
Well,
it is kind of hard. Maybe it's kind of hard to rate them now. I like to go back and watch the season again, and I was starting to for the round stairs thing.
I'm halfway through again right now.
I'm going to give it a 6 because it gave me more questions to keep me watching American Horror Story because I want answers. It didn't suck, but it wasn't great. And it gave me, I can forgive this whole damn season because it at least has me like on the hook for a couple more seasons. Because like if I don't figure out why the hell Constance Langdon has babies that we've never even seen but we know exist, I'm going to sneak to Ryan Murphy's yard and like drop a deuce in his front water fountain.
I think a lot of people are going to do the same thing.
I'm going to say 5 out of 10.
Ooh. Oh, 5 out of 10, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's all right. Hey, honest opinions here are welcome. That's what we want.
Okay, speaking of the last episode, what the fuck happened to Warlocks? Why did we not see not one in the finale?
They all got killed, but we didn't even get to see that. Why did we get just a few minutes of the battle with Michael and Miss Mead, and then we got just shit with the Warlock?
Okay, and why was there a picture of Michael all wet and bloodied and bruised up, and like he was like wet, like he was in some sort of whatever? Like, that never happened.
Deleted scene, I guess. They probably.
And in the promos, Mallory was wearing different clothes when she did the whatever spell it was to go back in time. Like, what is up with that kind of stuff? Did they reshoot some scenes or?
I want to see deleted scenes from this season.
True. I can't wait for the DVD.
There has to be deleted scenes.
Like,
I
what
think
the heck?
they did that
What about
Cody
that?
Fern one so that my menopausal ass could have hot flashes at him covered in blood and soaking wet and just.
Yes.
And then Cody Fern was supposed to, it was rumored to have a sex scene. However, you know how those rumors go. They're very unsubstantiated. I know there was a heavy rumor that Cher was going to be in this season, and I think Ryan asked Joan instead of Cher. So, like, there's so many rumors.
Angelica Houston, too.
What's that?
Angelica Houston was asked to be back, too.
Yes, everybody was
back,
so upset that I did not report that. And I kept telling them there's no confirmation. And I mean, unless it's actually being confirmed by major reporting sources, I'm not going to, report it. I've been burned by that before, previously in other seasons. So I'm not going to report anything that's not true. So
Mary, there was a sex scene.
Yeah, I mean, technically he had a sex scene, but it wasn't him technically, right?
The rubber man with
yeah, well, Cody Fern said in an interview that was just an illusion.
Right.
Oh, Lord, I forgot about that. I was going to say we all got fucked this season.
Can I just say this, too? Like, since we talk about how in season 3, like, Evan got, like, a shitty role. Like, he got, like, the double shitty role this year. Like, granted, he was Tate in March, but that was only for, like, minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, Coconut Head was an absolute piece of trash. And Gallant was only there for, like, 3 episodes.
And he didn't have much screen time when he was there, except for like the second episode.
And that's what made me think he had some sort of part with the directing. He didn't have any sort of directing job. So I'm like, why did we not see that much of Evan? And also, is he not coming back for 9 and 10?
See, and that's been rumored that he's not coming back. There's confirmation, and he didn't direct the episode. What happened to him directing? Then he was going to direct the finale, and he didn't do that. So what happened?
Well, okay, so he is coming back. The article just misconstrued what he said, and they just took it and ran with it to freak out fans. He's definitely not leaving the series.
Thank God.
Yeah, the whole thing about him directing, that did not happen. So sadly, a lot of this stuff just ends up to be rumors, and it's just really sad. SMH Films, I'm going to
Well, it's not a rumor if he flat out fucking said on Twitter he's coming back as Frank and Kyle. You know what I mean? Like, what about that?
That was just Tate, oh my God, his real name.
That was just Evan pissing on our legs and saying it was raining. That's what it was.
After, so sadly, yeah. SMH Films, I want to go ahead and give you a $10 Amazon gift card. So if you would not mind sending me your a valid email address for you to MaryGirl Moody at gmail.com. I'm writing it in the comments. Congratulations to you, SMH Films. Yes, you won it. So I'm sending that to you. And then Melinda, you haven't had a chance to pick out anybody, right, as a winner?
No, not yet.
Okay, why don't you randomly pick out somebody to get another $10 gift card? So I'm just giving them away tonight.
Okay, let's see. Who can I pick to give out a gift card to? Pick me.
Yeah. People, you can suck up to her. It's all right. Show them some.
Right. Hey, I am not above, being sucked up to.
I'm glad you're streaming at the minute, SMH Films. Congratulations to you. Well deserved. Thank you so much for watching.
What the hell? Let's just go with what is that? Dulio Rodriguez. Oh, Dulio Rodriguez de Oliveira.
Okay, no problem. Let me write that down. Congratulations, Dulio. Congratulations. If we enunciate your name wrong,
sorry. My daughter would kill me too because she could pronounce it perfectly, and she's probably going to tell me, "Mom, you screwed it up." So.
So congrats to you, Dulio. Congratulations. Everybody show them some love in the comments. And guys, so we're about to wrap up Beyond the Horror episode 10, but we're going to be back next Wednesday, if that is okay with you three. I was hoping, I'm not trying to take up too much of your time, but I do always do a final wrap up episode of Beyond the Horror. So I didn't know if you guys wanted to do one next Wednesday. We can just kind of drag the entire season, answer some questions. Maybe we'll even love the entire season. Whatever we want to do, it'll be crazy. We can do anything we want. So if you guys want to
are we going to do a Beyond the Horror, like Cole to Roanoke, or I don't know if you did Roanoke or like Hotel or whatever?
Okay, so I did Roanoke and Colt.
Because I want to drag the fuck out of Colt.
Oh yes,
I have already done Colt. However, we can do like a synopsis live stream of dragging it and having fun with it. So we can do that specially. That's cool.
Okay.
The only Beyond the Horror I haven't done is Coven, Freak Show, and Hotel. Those are the only 3 that I haven't actually covered. And we can drag some shit. Yeah.
Can I just say this? Like, next season, I kind of want to break from like witches and ghosts. Like, I want aliens or something. Like, give us something different. Like
last season with Colt.
It's gonna be aliens, or it's gonna be something with the government messing with our DNA or something, or government aliens and something. It's gonna be something to do with aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, because in the first episode they had the whole government when they came and got Timothy. That was very just creepy, and they said something about DNA stuff.
Yeah.
Also, like the office where Venable and the two idiots were working at. Okay, that looked a lot like some sort of like futuristic alien type shit. It also looked like they ripped off some stuff from the set of Ugly Betty, but let's not go there.
I knew Ugly Betty.
Literally. So that kind of made me feel like, okay, is it going to be like aliens, or is it going to be like really, really future?
Well,
Like,
they always give us that hint for what next season's going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
And when Cordelia finally decided to say that one word to blow up Mead that she couldn't do at the house, when all the witches died, whatever. And Mead's head was there, and she was singing the song, Daisy, Daisy. That's actually from Space Odyssey 2011, I believe, or 2000, Space Odyssey 2000.
Oh.
But that was I forget who it is. My husband was telling me about it too, and then somebody else pointed it out to me that that's actually from that movie when the android is being shut down.
Okay.
When the android's being shut down, he sings that song.
So it could be like maybe a really, really futuristic season, like
and then
really futuristic.
Yeah, because then there was one other thing too that somebody else pointed out to me that had to do with like aliens and futuristic that they did in there. But even like Mead's every time she, like when she blew up and all the white fluid came out, or even when she got shot by Timothy and the white fluid came out,
right?
That was done to be like Alien, which I know a lot of people spotted right away.
Yeah, that
was very homage to Alien. So there's that too, which Aliens. So
or it could be like a 1950s like Roswell type of situation.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that too, that they want to see him go back to like Roswell. So they could.
Okay, hold on. I have one more question. Who in the fiddler's fuck was flying that fucking plane that they were on in the first fucking episode?
It must have been enchanted.
Autopilot. Like, okay, we were like, what was it, 2019? Like, okay, it's not like we were 50 years into the future where the planes could fucking fly themselves. Like, what? Who was doing that? Like, I know that Mallory and Coco were witches and stuff, but they didn't know they were witches at the time. So it's not like they were, like, who?
Yeah. They were under the identity spell, so they had to have already had the plane enchanted. But the chauffeur too, the chauffeur had to know who they were. Now that we knew afterwards, because we were like, damn, I want that chauffeur. He'll die for you. But he had to know who they were, or he was put under a spell to protect them or something.
Yeah, he could have been one of those bodyguards of the Coven.
No, he wasn't though, because he was an albino. I was waiting to see an albino chauffeur.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that would have given them away though. Maybe it would have given it away.
True.
So.
All right, guys. Well, we will be back next week to absolutely tackle the rest of American Horror Story Apocalypse. Just want to thank everybody for being on the show today. Thank you so much to Melinda, Kitty, and Kenny. Thank you all very dearly.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We will see y'all next week. And, of course, weekly Wednesday live streams, all that stuff. Be back. And next month, I can start finally live streaming back on my channel. I'm excited about that.
Yay! Out of YouTube jail.
Finally. All right. Thank you.